In this video, we'll write a C++ class for stack using linked list. I'll call the project name as stack llcpp, that is for linked list, and the project language is C++. Yes, create the project. Project is ready. I'll clear off all the comments. Now here inside the program, first of all, I should write a class for stack. I'm calling it as a stack, same name. Then, what are the private members? So inside the private members, first of all, I should have a top pointer as a node type. So what is node? So I will go back and write a class for node. A node will contain two members. One is the data that I want to store, and other one is a node type pointer. So next is the pointer. Then these members, I want them to be accessed publicly so that I can use them inside this stack class. Now inside the stack class, I have a top pointer. Then that's all I need, nothing more. So then in the member functions, the very first function I should have is a constructor. And this should be a non-parameterized constructor only because there is no size for this stack using linked list. So by default, top pointer is null. That's all. So this is a default argument, that is no argument constructor. I don't have to take any arguments. Then the other function that should have is push, which will insert an element, and a pop function that will delete an element and return the element. So it should be of type integer because the stack is integer type. Then one more function is display function. That's all. These are the functions I am going to implement them. I'll implement them outside. So the first function is push function, and first is I should write a class name. So I should call it as push, and parameter is integer type. For pushing, first of all, create a new node using temporary pointer. New node is created, and then check whether if the node is created, if t is equal to null, means node is not created, then I can give a message that stack is full and I will not insert any node. Else I can insert a node, so else block I will write down. So a node is created, so I should set the data for a node as x, and t's next should be pointing on top pointer, and the top should come upon t. That's all. A node is inserted, that is, a value is inserted in the stack, pushed in the stack. Now the next function is pop function. So first of all, class name and scope resolution, function name is pop, and it should not ask anything. First thing, it should check that if top is equals to null, then stack is empty. So we can give a message that stack is empty. We cannot delete any element. So I have given slash n here. Else we can delete an element. So for deleting an element, I should have one temporary variable outside, that is x, which will take a deleted value and initialize to -1. Then x assign top's data Then I need a temporary pointer to help this node to be deleted, so I'll take that temporary pointer upon top. Then move top to next node, top assign top's next node. Then after that, delete t, node is deleted. Then return the element that is deleted. That's all. There's a pop function. The next I will write down display function. So its a class name is stack, scope resolution, display function, which will display all the elements. So for displaying all the elements, I need a temporary pointer to traverse through a linked list. So using a loop, I can traverse it while p is not null. Then every time I should display a value from p's data, and also give some space in between the elements. Then the p should be moving to a next node. At the end, I will also give endl for new line. That's all. The class is ready. I have written three functions, that is push, pop, and display. The other functions you can implement. Then here inside the main function, I'll create an object of class stack. Here inside the main function, I'll create an object of stack stk. So object is created. Then I should call stk.push. I will insert an element, that is 10. Then stk.push, I will insert one more element. stk.push, I'll insert one more, 30. That's it. Then I will say stk.display. It should display all the elements. Let us run this. Remember, for using scene and cout, you have to write using namespaces. Yes, all three elements are pushed into the stack. I can see all these elements. Display is displaying them. Now let us pop out one of the element and see what happens. Cout, I will directly call the function pop and I'm displaying the result given by that one. So 30 should be popped out. Yes, here 30 is popped out. 30 is deleted from the stack. So you can check these functions, push and pop and display, all the functions are working. That's all with the class for stack using linked list.